Welcome back to Tune Into Tarot. Today we'll be diving into the year ahead forecast for 2022. This is for Capricorn, so any sun, moon, or rising sign with an astrological placement in the sign of Capricorn, this reading will be relevant for you. We'll be looking at the 12 months ahead, one card for each month of the year, and each card will indicate the energy of that month and how to best navigate that energy. So without further ado, let's tune into tarot for the year ahead. Okay, Capricorn. So it looks like we're starting off in January with the Six of Wands reversed. And this is an indication that you may be dealing with some bad press in January, perhaps some bad reviews. I feel like whatever information is coming in or feedback you might be receiving in this first month is due to a misunderstanding or some kind of misconception, or just due to people's very sensitive nature. I've been picking up in the collective energy recently that people are just so easily triggered these days and so passionate about their beliefs and where they land on the spectrum of what's kind of happening in the world today. And so you may be getting some bad or negative feedback in regards to how you operate, maybe your business or your routines, your daily routines, or how you've engaged with the public in the services that you offer or the products that you sell. So I think the message here is to try to remain as detached as possible from any feedback that might be coming in. Don't take it personally. Try to transcend the ongoing drama that's unfolding and try to see it as somewhat comical, because it can be if you look at it the right way. But definitely steer away from taking feedback too personally, because I just feel like the type of response you may be getting or reactions you may be receiving from the public or the people you're interacting with in a public forum of some kind is not their true nature. It's not the type of reaction that may have been like authentic to them in another circumstance. I think people are just have very heightened emotions, are very easily triggered, very sensitive right now. So again, just try to sort of remain above the fray as much as you can, or not take feedback or negative feedback or bad reviews as a personal attack on you if you can. Okay, I think that's the message coming in for January. In February, we've got Capricorns have the Two of Pentacles reversed. And this is an indication that you may be unable to juggle all the tasks on your agenda, or at least having trouble doing that. You may need to reprioritize your tasks and try to trim away the fat, what's not absolutely necessary, what's now irrelevant going into this new year. Look around at your house. It may be a good time to clean your house, detox, even your body as well. Or certain investments that may not be relevant for your life, or subscriptions. It's just a good idea to simplify as much as you can in February and get rid of the things that no longer support you or feel relevant to you or important, because otherwise you're just going to feel spread way too thin, and it's not going to be helpful to kind of catapult you into this new year with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. It'll just kind of drain you more than anything. Now, the good thing, looking ahead at the rest of the yearly spread for Capricorn, I do not see any 10 of Wands this time, which is rare and encouraging, because the 10 of Wands came out several times over the monthly readings from 2021. So it seems like you've been doing a good job of delegating your tasks and hiring the people you need in order to help support you in your business or your life. Housekeepers, nannies, more employees, hiring professionals, perhaps tax accountants or people to help with your financial advising. So it looks like you're doing good in that department. You've grown a lot since last year, so you're not having to take on too much, but it does seem like there's a little bit of that memory or the remnants or some residual stains from 2020 and 2021 in February that is just reminding you to simplify and make sure that you're not stretching yourself too thin or overdoing it or taking on too much. In, February, March 2022, we've got the Four of Swords reversed. You guys, my nails look awful because I just dyed my hair and it totally destroyed my nails. So try not to be too judgy pudgy on the other end, okay? I know my nails look terrible. I'm getting them done tomorrow. But with the Four of Swords reversed, it looks like this is taking you out of a period of rest and isolation and solitude. It's bringing you back into the social network, into the world, into civilization. So perhaps now that I want to be careful with what words I use, but it seems like March, especially since now Jupiter's in Pisces, I feel like restrictions will be relaxing in this first part of the year, or at least by March, things look to be relaxing a little bit as far as restrictions. So it seems like you might be able to go out more and mingle a bit more and just feel a little bit more social. You won't be so isolated or so solitary or so enclosed. So that's a good thing to see coming up, because it does seem like over the last couple of years, you have had to really just stay very insular and to yourself or your family, and not really engage with the world in the ways that you may have wanted to. So it looks like in March, at least you'll be able to bring yourself out of this break or this period of time where you've been held indoors for various reasons. So that's good to see in March. In April, Capricorns have the Two of Swords reversed. So this is a decision or crossroads. You've got the choice between path A and path B, and you're not sure which way to go. So you may be in your head quite a bit in April, and it will be important for you to use your intuition to help guide you in a specific decision that's important to you. It looks like a new path is coming in when we're looking into May, a new journey. Perhaps there's an opportunity to go on a trip or travel, and so you're just making a smart, educated, research decision, almost to the point where you're over researching it and just making the decision harder. That can sometimes happen with the Two of Swords reversed. So just try to really stick to your intuition and choose the best path you possibly can. I think it's more important with the Two of Swords reversed to just make a decision versus focusing so much on making the right decision, because things will work out as they are meant to, but you don't want to feel too stagnant with, do I go here or there, because it'll just keep you stuck at that crossroad for quite some time. But in May, it looks like there's an opportunity to travel or go on a new journey or have a new start or new beginning with the Fool. And this is a very exciting time. Sometimes it can be filled with apprehension or a little bit of resistance, not too much though. It's often you have kind of this blissful ignorance and a lot of excitement in this feeling like you're invincible almost, but it can be hard to sort of take that leap and jump into this new path without feeling a little bit of fear and apprehension about it. So it looks like, with the Fool, he just has that little sack on his back. You're not carrying a lot of excess baggage. So you maybe have done a good job of simplifying your life in February with the Two of Pentacles reversed. And in May, you're able to just finally kind of take a leap into something new. Maybe you start a new business, or like I said, you might go on a trip or travel, or you may engage in some kind of, maybe there's some kind of shift within your current business that offers something new, like you redo the website or you offer a lot more user-friendly support, like e-commerce, versus if you have a brick and mortar store, you sort of transition into a e-commerce type deal, or I can just see kind of a shift happening where you take something and you more or less keep the business, but it sort of pivots into something stronger and something more relevant for the here and now. That's sort of what I'm seeing there. In June, with the star reversed, this is, well, maybe you might be questioning your decision possibly on this new journey that you're taking, or in general, you may just be feeling a little bit inauthentic, or like there's a little bit of a dimmer switch that's turning down your light in some way. You may be feeling like maybe you're so swamped with work that you're not able to creatively express yourself, and that might be something that's important to you in June. You might be feeling held back by some part of your life that's not allowing you to express yourself fully. The star reversed. Oh, this can be a healing crisis too, because the star has to do with healing. So in the reverse position, you might have a hard time healing from something, or there might be a little bit of like, you might get sick, not like deathly ill by any means, but there might be a little bit of a struggle or a challenge coming in June that just sets you back a little bit. So you just might have to rest and recover and try to heal. You may even purposely be going through some kind of detoxification process and choosing to cleanse your system because maybe you had a biometric screening and the results weren't as satisfactory as you'd like, and so you're making some changes to your diet. And sometimes when you make changes to your diet or you do some kind of detoxification, it can actually really stress your body to the point where you're eating healthier to increase your overall well-being and health, but you can kind of get worse before you get better in a sense, because your body's detoxing so much that you can have kind of a toxic reaction almost, because the toxins are kind of flooding or overstressing your system to some degree. I'm not a nutritionist, but just from personal anecdotal information, I've myself tried to detox many times, fast, cleanses, all that, and my body's just very sensitive. So there might be some kind of healing crisis coming in June. And then in July, we've got the 7 of Pentacles reversed, and this is suggesting that you're not getting the return on investment that you would have liked, and like a project you're working on is not amounting to much, or it's not shaping up in the way that you had anticipated, or again, your investments, maybe the stock market might be dipping in July a little bit. This is an indication to be patient and also to rework your approach, like your approach to your business or your approach to your daily routines, to try something new, to try a new marketing strategy, to maybe advertise to a different demographic and see if that responds in something more fruitful. It's changing the set of your recording. If you have a YouTube channel, it's like switching up the set or taking it to a different room or building a different space that you can dedicate to that. It's just changing something up. Maybe you're doing recordings on different topics, or somehow you're implementing some new techniques into your business or your side hustles or whatever means you have to make money. There's something new that needs to be introduced here, because whatever you've been doing, it's not yielding the results you want. So that's something to think about in July, is kind of retweaking your strategy and it even could be in regards to a relationship, although I don't see a ton of relationship cards coming out for Capricorn this year. That doesn't mean that you don't have any relationship prospects, but it's just saying that the focus is more on simplifying, it seems, simplifying your life, making a few key decisions, working on your health and yourself, and kind of reworking your strategies. So far, that seems to be what we're looking at. And then in August, we've got the Leo card. It's the Queen of Wands. So this is actually bringing a lot of charisma and magnetism and attraction to you. It's where you walk into a room and everyone in the room just kind of like stares at you because you're so attractive and commanding, and your presence is just, it kind of permeates people's fields. And so maybe you get a haircut or you do some kind of makeover in August that really has a lot of eyes on you, a lot of attention, or perhaps one of your ways of retweaking your advertising strategy is putting you in the public eye a little bit more than you were before. Maybe you run a newspaper article, if people even read newspapers these days, or you do something that just kind of puts you more front and center, and people are just gravitated towards you, magnetized. You'll find that you'll feel very abundant and very sexy, and you'll have like your sex drive might increase in August. I mean, it is a hot month. It's a hot month. It might be really hot. Like the temperature in August is gonna be cooking. We might have a lot of heat waves in your area. Yeah, so it actually looks like it'll be really fruitful and exciting and passionate, and you'll be feeling really attractive and confident. And so try to use that energy wisely in August. Now in September, we've got another confidence card with the Emperor coming in. So this is really putting you in your power, in control, very commanding, very kind of bossy, very self-focused as well. This is the card that indicates Aries, I believe. So you're very focused on yourself and very confident, and I would say attractive and powerful, although don't abuse your power, I guess, when the Emperor, well, with the Emperor upright, you won't be. That's more of an Emperor reversed, I would think, but just be careful and mindful that because you do seem to have a lot of power in August and September, that you use your power wisely. But it does seem like you can make some really good progress in August and September. Some really wise decisions. You'll be a good leader. Maybe you're hiring a new team, or again, because you were sort of re-strategizing in July, maybe you're sort of tweaking that in these first during the summer, and then in the fall you're ready to launch that new marketing strategy, and you're able to do it with confidence. In October, okay, we've got this is a string of really positive cards, it looks like. So in October, we've got the 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment card. So whatever you have held very dearly to you, a wish, a dream, it seems to be manifesting in October. So, wow. Okay. So, and with the cups, this could indicate a relationship. It's something in the heart space, or it's a creative endeavor as well. Or you may find that you have a lot of romantic suitors available if you're single, or even if you're not. And yeah, you have the Queen of Wands and the Emperor here. So this might be a relationship that's developing for some of our Capricorns between the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. And these would be theoretically 2 fire signs, but 2 people that are very passionate and powerful and commanding. And that can be an interesting relationship too, if it is between 2 people who are sort of self-focused. Yeah, Aries and Leo. I could see how that could be a little bit contentious or just combustible. But let me know in the comments below if that's a situation that's unfolding for you in the summer and going into the fall. But in any case, in October with the 9 of Cups, yeah, this is a wish fulfillment. So something of dear importance to you is coming to fruition. And that's really exciting. It looks like you have a lot of satisfaction. It may be that you pass a test or a certification of some kind, you graduate, you have achieved some kind of dream, or you're just feeling very proud of all that you have achieved and all that you've accomplished. So it's a really good energy to be in. So something of importance happens, or is maybe there's a cycle that kind of comes to a close in October, or some kind of major accomplishment or graduation that happens then. Let me know, comment below, let me know what happens. And October, November, we've got the King of Swords reversed. And this is a little bit of a communication block. It's also not thinking very clearly. I wonder if Mercury's retrograde in November by chance. I don't know. I haven't looked at any of the transits for 2022, but with the King of Swords reversed, this can make you a little bit reactive to things, kind of sensitive almost, and trigger happy, easily triggered, kind of like what I was saying for the first month in January, how other people seem to be very reactive and sensitive and easily triggered and sort of giving you this negative feedback because there's a little bit of a misconception or misunderstanding. I feel like that's you once you get into November, that you're the one that's quite sensitive and reactive. And so try to carry with you some extra patience and try to just breathe before you speak, because I can sense that you might say things that you don't actually mean, or you say things out of in a reactive space versus what you actually, it's almost like you don't have a filter, I guess is what I'm trying to get at in November. So be careful what you say, think before you speak. And the alternative way this might manifest is that your brain just doesn't feel like it's functioning properly. You just feel a little cloudy, a little bit foggy. You don't like the words don't come to you very well. Yet you're forgetful or absent-minded possibly, or you just have a hard time communicating in general. The King of Swords reversed is my archetype. No, I need to do some shadow work on that. But that's what's happening in November. And then in December, we've got the Seven of Swords reversed. And to me, this is saying that you might be getting an apology in December about something. You may be finding something that you lost previously, or something that was stolen from you or taken from you is returned in this last month of the year in 2022. What else can happen with the Seven of Swords? It has a little bit of a tricky energy, a deceptive energy. Maybe someone steals from your store or steals from your place of business, or somehow takes something, like somehow acquires one of your products, or there's some kind of copyright infringement, but then you maybe sue them, or you take them to court, or the authorities are involved and they get what they deserve, I guess is what I'm getting at. It's almost like the justice card is coming out, and it's like they get what they deserve. If they did you wrong, they're paying the price for it now. So you might be feeling a little bit satisfied for that happening. If something deceptive does happen earlier on in the year, maybe this King of Swords reversed is feeling like being taken advantage of, or like you're not fully in your power with the King of Swords. But then by the time you get to December, it looks like whatever did happen gets straightened out, and you feel like you end up winning the case, or getting some kind of retribution or some kind of payout for something that was done to you. Maybe it has to do with an insurance claim that happened earlier on in the year, and then you're getting the payout for it in this final month of the year in December, which is a great time to get a payout, by the way. Comment below if you're getting a payout in December 2022. Do bookmark this video, okay? Email it to yourself and check back throughout the year and see how it aligns with the way your year unfolds, okay? But let's see what the final words of wisdom have to say from Oracle. I did pull a card to help navigate your year ahead in 2022 for our Capricorns, and it came out as Sky Dancer. So this says surrender. When a Sky Dancer appears, she is inviting you to welcome the deepest power of the feminine into your life. You have already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. The Sky Dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself. in your work or in your love life. Well, I did say this was kind of a self-focused kind of year for Capricorns, is what it was looking like, because there wasn't a ton of relationship cards, although yeah, the Queen of Wands and Emperor with the Nine of Cups. So not until about the summer or the fall, it looks like, for relationships to really sparkle. Or if you're already in a relationship, it seems like there might be some love getting renewed or rehashed or reignited in that time. But a lot of the year, it seems to be focusing on yourself and simplifying and organizing and detoxing and healing. The Sky Dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself, in your work, or in your love life, or all three. Why not? Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply witnessing the actors in the human comedy unfolding on the ground, you are transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. The Sky Dancers know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life, and even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. So I think this is a good card to support the idea of transcending the drama that's unfolding, or has been unfolding for a couple of years now, and seems to be moving into 2022 as well. So like I said, when you're getting that bad feedback or negative press or bad reviews possibly in January, don't take it personally. Rise above it, transcend it. Don't overthink. Remember to re-strategize your business, your systems, your daily routines, possibly your marketing strategy. It does seem like there's a new adventure coming in May, possible travel opportunity. And then in June, it looks like with the star reversed, you may be healing or choosing to really focus on yourself and maybe detoxing or cleansing. If you got some test results back that maybe weren't the most optimistic. And yeah, it looks like there's some relationship focus in August, September, October, a lot of love, a lot of attraction, a lot of romantic opportunities, and then a little bit of confusion in November. But then December, it looks like that gets cleared up. You'll find some answers. Whatever was confusing you previously will get straightened out. Clarity will be restored, or justice will be served in some way. So overall, Caps, it does look like it'll be an important year for you. A lot of healing, a lot of stripping away the fat and only focusing on what's truly important. And I do look forward to seeing your comments, hearing from you on how your year's unfolding. Comment below, let me know how things go. Like this video if it resonates with you, share it with your Capricorn friends, and subscribe to my channel. I will check in with you guys again for the monthly readings starting in February. All right, take care, you guys. Happy New Year.